Good morning. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lashana. If you're a new subscriber, please subscribe to my YouTube channel when I upload every other week. So today's video, okay. Alright, so today's video, I'm going to talk about baking tips. So I basically found some tips yesterday, and I wanted to read them to you. So if you're like a new beginner and you want to learn how to bake, these would be the tips I'll be telling you. And honestly, if there's a video when I was making the zucchini bread, even though I didn't fully show you what I did, but you can watch that video, okay? So let's pause and get started. The first tip is measure properly. Okay, you want to make sure you are measuring properly, because certain times when you are making something, depending on if it's a cake or I don't know, a muffin, something like that you're making, you want to make sure you are measuring, because if you don't measure, then it's not going to turn out good. Okay. The next one is invest in a good mixture. So nowadays people might use those old time mixtures and then blend them, or for me, for a tip, depending on what I'm using, I'll get a bowl and I'll put the whatever I'm making, like the dough or the cake, whatever, and you just use the spoon and gently go like this, and you want to make sure that it's mixed out really good. If it's not mixed out really good, you see like little white crumbs or whatever like that. That's how you know that when something's not mixed good. So you want to make sure you can use that or use the spoon and mix like that, and it will work out. Okay. The next one is use room temperature ingredients. So whatever that you're making, it could be cold, it could be hot, depending on like what it's make. You want to make sure it's in a good temperature, depending on what you're making and how it can stay, because not certain stuff can stay. Like for example, what can stay, like cheesecake can stay in fridge. Anything that's cold, you can leave it like a cold temperature. Okay. The next one is check your oven. Check your oven temperature. So for example, if you're making something and it says put it in for 350 or 25, and it shows you how many minutes, like every instructions on something that you buy tells you how long does it take for it to finish, or how long it should stay in there. Because not certain times, if you're making something, sometimes some stuff can stay for like 20 minutes, 5 minutes, depending on how long you're making, because not everything you bake will take long, or certain things might take long. But you want to make sure you put that right temperature, because if you do not, it's not going to bake good and it's not going to look good. Okay. All right. The next one is use a light hand. So basically it just tells you, if you are mixing in a bowl, don't go like this, and then you go like this, everything mess up. Take your time when you're mixing. When I usually mix something, I usually gotta go like this, or there's like a tip way you go in the corner, go into the corner of the bowl or whatever you're doing, and make sure you get everything. Nothing should not be white. Everything should be the same color as whatever you're making. Okay, because if you don't mix it good, it's gonna be white. And many times when I used to bake, there's always white stuff. So that means the whole dough or whatever wasn't mixed good. So make sure that you're mixing it lightly, not like and it doesn't work. Okay? All right. The next one, understand leaving agents. So like it tells you to understand you can use baking powder, baking soda, whatever type of liquid you can use in your ingredients, whatever you're making. It tells you sometimes you can use those things or you don't have to, depending on like what you're making. Okay. Okay. The next one, add ingredients in a little palette. So for example, if it's in a bowl and you're adding ingredients, I don't know when you use those, they have these type of little spoons where, let's say if you're using vanilla, you throw how much you need and you just throw it into the dough and then you mix it into the bowl. Just to tell you, if it shows you something like that to add in your ingredients, just put that there and then everything will be okay. Okay. The next one is opt in for light color melt pan if possible. So for example, you might see a video. Let me see if I can find it and show you. When I was making the zucchini bread, so I'm gonna show you guys this. Shouldn't be that far. Because I'm going too far. Yeah, right here. I passed it. For example, oh, you're not gonna see when because I didn't do it. Okay, so for this zucchini bread, okay, I had like kind of like a red pan, and like the pan is kind of red and it's flat. Maybe you may have seen it in the video, and this video right here, maybe you may have seen it, and let me see if I can play it maybe. And you want to make sure, okay, this pan, something like this. And when you're making your stuff, you want to make sure it's something more flat, because you don't want to put it in and then like something doesn't work out. Because if you put something too big, then it might get all squished up and everything. Okay. The next tip, prepare baking pan properly. So make sure you have a proper pan when you're putting your stuff, because you don't want to put it in something and it's not proper in the pan, because you never know, you can bake something and it can fall into the oven or anything like that. Okay. The next one is measure and scoop batter evenly. So this is basically, for example, if you're making cookies, muffin, cupcake, any type of thing that you're making. I used to do this first time and I used to make muffin, but I have not made muffin for this long because I don't really eat too much of the sweets too much. I used to be addicted and make muffins, you know? Next one is use quality ingredients. So for example, flour, butter, vanilla, eggs. Depending on what you're baking, use those type of things in your ingredient, because you're going to need those things eventually. Okay. And the last without least is make an adjustment at the high latitude. So for example, if the temperature which I just mentioned, you want to make sure whatever oven you're going temperature you put it on, you put it to 350 or 400 or 425, depending on what you're putting on, it will tell you. And another thing is it tells you how much minutes you can stay. So you can put it increasing 5 to 8 minutes or 30 minutes, depending on how long. And yeah, it's just showing you like more instructions about the sugar, the liquid, the flour, and all those things. So when you are baking, you have to make sure you have good instructions. And if you're somebody feeling like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, you want to make sure you're doing it. And don't think of it like, say, baking is easy, because when I was younger, I was not good with baking. And as I got a little bit more older now, I've been a little bit better with it. So if you think that you're somebody that's into baking and you love baking and you want to learn it, I recommend you guys learn it, because it's fun, it's interesting, and you can just do whatever you like. Okay. But other than that, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. Comment down comment down below what you guys think. And also, if you like this video, let me know what you think. And if you're new, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on my social media. And I'll see you guys on my next one. And guys, let me tell you guys something. Oh my God. Today is the last official day of September. And I just want to say, I hope you guys will enjoy your last September. And say hello to October, which is tomorrow. And hope you guys enjoy yourselves. Alright, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. Subscribe, follow me on my social media. See you guys in the next one. Bye.